This is Lady Dylana coming to you from Dylana Designs. I want to show you another tip. It's how to put together a garment. Most people do a lot of work. They knit up all kinds of stuff, crochet up all kinds of stuff, but when it comes to the finishing, it is just outrightly terrible. So I'm sure there's other YouTube videos out there showing you how to put together a garment, but I'm just going to show you a quick tip of what I do, and it comes out just perfect. So first thing I did was string just a yarn needle. If you can see that, it's a yarn needle, and I string it with the yarn I'm using, which is the exact same color. Then I take the garment and I put it like wrong side to wrong side. So you're actually working on the right side. You never ever ever stitch a garment from on the wrong side and then turn it inside out. You always do it on the right side and leave it on the right side. So in saying that, I'm just starting. You could start at any end you want to start. I'm starting at the top armhole, and I pretty much try to match stitch for stitch. I hope you're seeing this. I pretty much started at the three chain turn, and I get this going here, just stitching in that first, putting that together, and then I do one more time just to make sure that it's really secure here, right? I even wrap it around a bit for the second time, and then basically I just go stitch for stitch. You can put this on the inside and hide it, but or finish it off later, but you go stitch for stitch. So you try to match stitch just for stitch so that you could keep everything even. You could be checking it as you go along to make sure these rows on both sides match so that nothing is out of order. But you basically, you don't have to do every single stitch along the side, but try to do them as close as possible as you can. I kind of keep them a little under 1/4 inch apart, and I do stitch for stitch. And basically what this does, it gives you such a nice seam that you wouldn't even know that you did it on the outside. You know, I learned a lot of stuff when I start teaching people how to knit and crochet, because they taught me so much. I've been crocheting since I was 6, and I learned to knit when I came to Canada about 35 years ago. And I learned from the best, the first lady being a Polish lady that took the bus to the subway with me every morning. And she wasn't really teaching me, but she was scolding me about what I was doing wrong. And I think that really was the best way to learn. From casting on, casting off, increasing, decreasing, anything I was doing, that lady corrected me. And it was amazing teaching because I learned so much from her. And beside that, I went to learn to knit the Japanese way just by graph, and that was a great learning experience. I made a beautiful wool burgundy sweater with a zipper up the front. She taught me how to knit, how to cast, and how to do the shoulders. I'm not sure. I think maybe she would have taught me how to do the seam too, if I remember correctly. I think she taught me how to seam on the right side as well. So doing all that, it was just amazing. And along the way, still, even with all the experience behind me, I still learn from other people. Someone would see something I made or come and check, see me knitting or crocheting or whatever, and they give me some kind of tip. So keep your eyes and your ears open, and always respect people that are trying to teach you something, especially the older folks, because they know so much that we don't know. So I have mastered my craft in both knitting and crocheting, and I have opened a shop, which I did a long time ago. I think it's 20 years ago, and it's still flourishing. I have it on Etsy, and I sell privately too. I do a lot of custom work. People could really rely on me to make anything they want, whether it's a whether it's a picture they have in their head or something in a book or a pattern they see somewhere. I pretty much can make anything, and that's how I basically make a living, by doing custom work or just selling my stuff on Etsy. So I'm coming to the end here, and I'll do the same for the next side. This is a top I'm making to put in my shop for sale, and also I'm writing a pattern. I'm always looking for testers, so please DM me or comment in my comments below to get to me if you want to test anything that I've made. I think I have over 100 patterns with maybe about 50 posted for sale, so it's amazing. But if you can see here, this is what I just did. See, you can't even tell it's a seam. It's matched up. It's gorgeous. It's beautiful. Anyway, go below, subscribe to my channel. I'm looking for subscribers. Comment on my content. I know I'm new, so I'm learning. I can take constructive criticism. So feel free to criticize anything you don't like, because that's the only way I'll be able to do it better. And come back and watch me another time. So I hope you enjoyed this tip, which is seaming. And that's what I did on this blouse. I'm going to do the next side, and then I'm going to finish up the armhole and the neck. And that's it. This is the back view. Thanks for watching. Have an amazing day.